everyone, welcome back to another Purple Star review video. So today is a little bit different. This is Ashley with Purple Star Reviews. I've been in a couple of Matt's videos. I'm his wife, and today I'm at home. It's a Sunday and I am home, and I think in the last video Matt talked about a visit that I made to a store, a hemp store in Clemens, North Carolina, and that store is called the Hemp Shop, and they are located in Clemens, in the shopping center next to like Planet Fitness. The sun's bad over here today. And so when I went in there, I actually picked up Matt some flowers, and then I also picked up, my dog is like at my feet, I also picked up Willie's Full Spectrum Extract Remedy Hibiscus Loose Leaf Infused Tea. So that's what I'm going to actually review for you today. So I have a steaming hot cup of water, and I have my little sloth. This is actually a tea infuser. It's like a silicone little guy, and he comes apart, and you stick your loose leaf tea in there and drop it in your glass, and you can just wash it and reuse it. So I've only used this a handful of times, so I'm really excited to give it another use. I think Matt opened this, or I opened this, but we haven't tried it yet. And so it comes, and it's loose leaf. It has a very nice, like, fruity, flowery smell when you open it. And this is 3 ounces, 300 milligrams. So the ingredients actually say heat water to boiling, which this is pretty close. 2 teaspoons per 8-ounce cup for a 10 milligram serving per cup. Steep for 4 to 6 minutes. So 2 teaspoons. Might get that in here. It's gonna be, there we go. We're just gonna fill my little sloth guy up, because it should be about 2 teaspoons. And I don't want to waste any. Just realized my heat is on, my dishwasher is on. I really hope you guys can hear. Matt's gonna say I should have turned the dishwasher off, and I should have, but it's okay. So I'm gonna put it in my little sloth, and I'm gonna let him hang out on the side of my cup for 4 to 6 minutes. So I like the idea of having something that I can do, that I can drink, or, you know, I like the roll-ons, I like the gummies and things like that I don't necessarily have to smoke, just because sometimes I struggle with, just my lungs will hurt or my throat will hurt, but so I like having an alternative. And also, this is a decaf tea, and I can make this in the morning while the kids are getting ready for school and have it with my breakfast. And so it's not like I have to worry about smelling like we know hemp smells around my children. And so this is actually a good alternative. And a funny story, I actually struggle with just some hand pain in general, arthritis, carpal tunnel, things like that. And when Matthew and I went on our first like handful of dates, I was in a cast because I had surgery on my hand. And you know, I've had issues with my hands since I was probably in my mid-20s, and I think it's just from just using my hands in my work, and, you know, typing papers for college and all that good stuff, just constantly doing that in my little arthritic fingers. So I think that something like this would be great for someone who has issues like that, you know. And we'll see what it's like. And actually, I do like tea. I drink a lot of hot teas, and so I'm hoping that this is something that I like. And I'm actually going to run and get something because I usually like a little sweetener in my tea, and I do not have any, so I'll be right back. Alright, so a little bit of sweetener, a little bit of stevia goes a long way. So I did pick this up at the Hemp shop in Clemens, and I do want to talk a little bit about this store because we have been to a lot of hemp stores, to a lot of CBD stores, and when you walk into those stores, sometimes they either feel very medicinal, or not really medicinal is not the right word, like a doctor's office. Like, it's very sterile, it's very white and sleek, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes it's just very like sterile, and you walk in and you're like, I don't want to touch anything. Or you walk in and it's very smoky and people have been just kind of chilling in their lounge, and it's, you know, very laid back. But this particular store, I really like the aesthetic of it because it was just very homey, and the decor was just nice, and kind of like there's a lot of wood, so it just felt really homey. And the owner was great. He and I talked for a while I was in there, and I believe they've been open about as long as our other business has been open, so about 1.5 years. And so they opened right before the world just shut down, and so luckily CBD stores are considered essential, and so they didn't have to close for very long. So I think they did pretty well through it all. But, you know, of course, all small businesses are struggling in general right now, just because there's, you know, people are struggling in general. So I'm really enjoying the store. I really enjoyed the speaking to the owner. So if you're around that area, North Carolina, Clemens, the Triad, stop into the Hemp shop and give it a look through. They have loose flowers. They have lots of little tinctures. Pretty sure I saw like lip balm and what else? Pre-rolls, just all kinds of different stuff. The store was full. Like, it was stocked nicely, very full. So I think it's been about 4 to 6 minutes, and this cup is still so hot, so I'm hoping I don't burn my mouth. But I'm going to take my little sloth out. And this tea is, I don't know if you can see this, but it's like a red. It's definitely got that hibiscus color to it. And it actually, I don't think I read this, but this says, this completely caffeine-free herbal tea is delicious hot or cold. The floral notes of hibiscus petals and rose hips blend delicately into the tart and sweet flavors of cranberries, raspberries, elderberries, black currants, and bilberries. The earthy tones of red rooibos, I don't know what that word means, bring balance to this bright, bold, and beautiful tea. So actually what I might do, since this tea is like still steaming hot, is I might go grab a glass of ice and try it cold, because I feel like I'm going to burn my mouth here on camera. But I am going to put a little sweetener in there, because that's just how I roll. Here in the South, we like our teas, all our teas, with a little bit of sweetener in them. But yeah, I'm going to go grab a glass of ice so I don't burn myself. Alright, so I didn't have a ton of ice, so we're going to see how this works. It might still be warm tea, but it's nice and red. So there's elderberries and there's raspberries and cranberries. Give it that nice red color. Well, it does taste like a hibiscus tea that I've had before. Not too strong. It definitely needed the sweetener. It's actually not very sweet even with that. It has a good tart taste. So you can definitely tell that they do have the cranberries and the and black currants in there. I really think and it definitely gives me a spring summer feel, which we really need right now here in North Carolina. It has been very cold, very rainy. We've had ice, we've had just a little bit of snow. We don't get a lot of snow, but we've had a little bit of snow, and I am ready for spring. I'm ready to plant my garden and be able to go outside without freezing. I'm just ready for it all. So this has a really good spring, like fresh taste to it, which is funny because cranberries always make me think of the holidays, and so does like elderberry always makes me think of, you know, cold season, but it has that nice fresh taste to it. So I like it, and I think I paid $14.99 maybe for this, and this is 3 ounces. This will definitely last a while because I used 2 teaspoons, and it's obviously it wasn't a lot. I want to say 30 servings probably. Yeah, 30 servings is about right. So that's pretty good. And you get 10 milligrams per serving. It doesn't say where the hemp is grown. It just says it's grown, organically grown American hemp. But don't normally try things just because it has a famous person's face on it. But I thought this was a good idea. I've had tea. I've had hemp tea actually at one of the other shops we've talked about before in Salisbury. The gentleman who owns that made me some tea one day when I was in there. Actually, it might have been coffee. I know it was tea. It was tea. And that was really good. So I haven't actually bought tea to make at home before, so I'm excited about this. I think there was a ton of flavors, so I might go back and try some of the other flavors, or I might try a different brand altogether. But I definitely like it. I would recommend giving it a try. If you like tea, it'll give you, like I said, 10 milligrams per glass. And yeah, so I hope you guys have a great week, and I'm sure Matt will be back with you for another video pretty soon. We'll talk to you later. Oh, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you like this type of video, let us know. We are definitely talking about doing some more videos where we do different products, not just flowers, and maybe even some videos where we cook with hemp or hemp oils or anything like that. So if you have any suggestions, leave us a comment below. We like to hear from you. We like to know what you want to see, and yeah, so let us know. Bye guys.